Good morning folks, my name is Arun Chitur and I'm going to demonstrate a game that I played in Chess Cube. And I'm white here. My opponent's name is Saskj. That's his username in Chess Cube. And the game went as follows. I started off with e4. This move controls the center and prepares to bring out my queen and my bishop. My opponent played e5. It does the same. I decided to quickly develop my pieces with nf3. This move not only develops a piece but also controls the center squares and attacks the e5 pawn. I also plan to bring out my bishop on f1, intending to castle. Now since the e5 pawn is attacked, my opponent decided to play nc6. And also developing a piece and defending the e5. Now I decided bishop to c4 as planned, but this move not just develops a piece, it has another objective. It has an eye on the f7 pawn here. The idea is that this pawn is only defended by the black king, so this pawn is pretty vulnerable. Now black plays h6. Now this kind of defends the g5. It prevents intrusion on the g5. Now I continue with an aggressive d4. It attacks the center. Now I was pretty surprised to see queen f6. Knight f6 was a bit better. Now the idea behind queen f6 is to put more pressure on the d4. Now I play bishop to e3. Now instead of bishop e3, I could have actually tried d5. This was a better move. I gained more space here. Now after bishop e3, black makes a slight mistake, d6, and it gives me a positional advantage. Now I played d5. Now here, as said earlier, I gain more space. Now black plays knight c e7, and remember, I believe black lose tempo, and I kind of control the e6 and c6. Now I played queen to d3. Black played bishop to g4, attacking this f3 and kind to damper my kingside pawn structure. I played knight bd2. Now black played a6, consolidating the b5 square. I decide to play to drive this g4 bishop. It's quite annoying, so I played h3. As expected, the black bishop went all the way back to d7, making the previous move a pretty waste. I played a3. Now this one, knight g6. Well, it does plan on bringing the g8 knight to e7. However, you can see that this g6 knight also plans to come to f5. I cannot allow that, so g3 is a must in my point of view. It all controls the f4 and also controls the g4. Sorry, it also controls the h4 and f4 squares. Also prevents the knight in coming to f4, attacking my queen. Now black continued as expected, knight 8 e7. I decided to play h4, knight c8. I believe it's quite useless because the knight only has this one square to come up to. h5, knight g7, no other option. Now nh4, I decided to continue attacking on the king side. Knight a7, it makes it even worse. This knight has no mobility at the moment. The square is occupied, this square is occupied. The only good square the knight has got is here. Of course, he can try and come here, however, a4 will only drive the knight back again. So, knight df3, well, I still decided to continue the king side. Knight ec8. Well, I believe they're trying to bring the bishop here, something like that. Rook g1, well, not a very good move for me. Could have actually tried queen to b3 and b5 in this case is a very advantageous position for me. Now after rook g1, bishop g4, and the game is starting to be a bit drawish. The black had plenty of chances to draw this game. However, now I played knight h2, bishop d7, knight to f3. Again, a mistake from my part. Knight to f3. Here, even here, queen b3 should not be overlooked. b5 and bishop e2, still white advantageous. Bishop to d7, knight to f3, g5. Now here, to g5, he's opened up the king side. I played h takes g6. You might be wondering how he took this pawn. That's called n pass n. If you want, I'll make a new video on this. F takes g6, g4, bishop to e7. Well, instead of bishop e7, he could have actually played bishop g7. He could have tried for a draw here. Still, he played bishop e7, g5, h takes g5, bishop takes g5. Note that rook takes g5 is not a very good position, because queen f7, I lose a piece. So always be careful. So bishop takes g5, queen f7, and after bishop e7, white traps the enemy king in the center. Here, even here, instead of bishop e7, queen b3 could have been tried. Bishop takes g5, knight takes g5, advantageous to me. So even whatever the case, so after bishop b7, knight b7, and we decided to draw the game. We ran out of time, to be honest. So overall, the game was in my favor. I believe there were better moves to be made. So if there are any more suggestions and advices to be given, please do. If you want to contact me, I'll be available on arunchetu.blogspot.com. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please do comment. Thank you for watching.